What is good, everyone? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are having an absolutely amazing day today. Welcome back to Jaybu's Plants and Bonsai. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. Today is yet another beautiful and perfect day. I'm feeling good and I'm happy to be making more videos, and so I hope you guys have enjoyed the more consistent uploads on my shorts and my videos. I'm just trying to do my best for you guys, and as always, thank you for your love and support because you guys keep me going. But enough said, let's get into the video. And so I'm sure you guys have probably noticed, but beside me here, we have our very lovely Dwarf Jade Forest, which, as I'm sure you could probably tell, is growing immensely right now. Our main goal for today is to trim back a lot of these leggy and overgrown branches and try and get these plants back into the shape that they're supposed to be in. But before we get too deep into this, let's quickly talk about what has changed within our forest. Besides all the growth, there's really only one major change that we've made, and that is replacing all of the soil, and there's a good reason for that. And so initially, we used a mixture that consisted of potting soil, pumice, and rock, and that in theory should have done fine, but for some reason it ended up retaining a lot of moisture, and over a few days it didn't really dry out at all, and I noticed that one of the little jades in the forest began to turn brown on the trunk. I scratched the trunk and it was brown underneath, so that was a bit scary. Of course, we had to give it a better aerating and draining soil mixture, which now consists of succulent soil, pumice, and rock, so it's really not too different. The only difference is that it's not potting soil anymore. Overall, it seems like the plants are enjoying the new soil mixture quite well, and it does exactly what it's supposed to, which is drain water very fast. The only problem with that is the leaves on these plants are not going to plump up as much as they probably could if there was a little bit more water retention, but that's really not too big of an issue because they still plump up relatively well, but you could tell they could be better. The last change goes along with helping aerate our forest, and I simply just drilled maybe like 1 or 2 holes into the side of our pot just to really get some airflow through there. But yeah guys, besides that, really not too many changes, and so the only thing left to do now is take a look at our lovely forest, see how much it's grown, and of course, give it a haircut. Let's go. Alright guys, so here is a look at one side of our forest. I'll call this the panda side, of course, because it has our panda friend on this side. Here's a quick look at the positioning of the trees on this side. Like I said, tried our best to get them back to their original positioning, but they are a little bit off. But it's not too bad. What do you guys think? Should I just throw away the forest, or is it okay? It is very clear to see how overgrown and leggy the forest is right now. We've just got branches sticking out of pretty much everywhere and going anywhere they feel like. Just look at how beautiful this looks. All of these nice green leaves, just an absolutely healthy forest. And like I said, the leaves aren't going to be as plump as they could. They're a little bit thin, but the good thing is that they're firm. Rather than being thin and soft, they're thin and firm, so that's a little bit better. Let's go ahead and rotate our forest around and get a look at our frog side now. And here is the tree positioning for our frog side now. Again, tried our best. I think it came out all right. And if you guys couldn't see our frog friend, there he is, kind of just chilling right there, hiding a little bit. Thankfully, our forest is growing extremely well. I'm very happy with that, and I'm also happy that both sides are doing equally as well, because it'd be a little awkward if we just had like one very bare side and then one very nice side. Or maybe it'd be abstract and cool. I guess it kind of just depends on how you look at it. But yeah, now that we've taken our initial looks at our forest, I want to talk to you guys about what I'm planning, and then we'll get to pruning. Also guys, I forgot to give a very important shout out. This plant right here is known as baby root. If you guys watched our first video on making the forest, you guys will remember this plant essentially had like no roots, and look at it now. It's doing so good. So shout out to baby root for staying strong, staying alive. Hey man, you did it. You made it. And so what are we planning on doing to our forest today? Well, today is kind of just going to be a little bit more on the simple side. We're just taking back some of these super long branches, as well as getting rid of unnecessary branches. We're pretty much just doing some routine trimming, and so you may be wondering, well, what are your plans for the future if it's not going to be done today, which it's not a finished product just yet. So let's talk about the future. Looking at our forest, we can see that a lot of these trees are around the same height, excluding just a couple of these little ones. And so with that being said, what I would like to have in the future is just one very big canopy that is filled out by all of these trees. I think that would look super awesome. I haven't done that ever before, so it's going to be a first time, and obviously it's going to take a while. I'm not going to be able to probably do it for, I don't even know how long, but it's definitely not going to be anytime soon. But if we could accomplish that, I think that would be quite the achievement. But yeah, that is going to be pretty much our goals for the future, and our goals for today is just kind of a routine trim. And so enough talking, let's get to the pruning. Alright guys, so we're going to start on our panda side here, and we are simply just going to start taking back some of these super long branches. When talking about unnecessary branches, I'm talking about branches such as these two right here. As you can see, this branch is just growing underneath all of the other canopies, so why would we need that? That's literally never going to be seen. And the same thing goes for these branches that are near the bottom. These are never going to be useful in any way. They're never going to get seen, so why should we keep them? In fact, these ones near the bottom are actually reducing the visibility of our trunks, which is also not a good thing because we don't want just bushes. Come on now. When it comes to cutting overgrown branches, I go to the bottom of the branch and then I start counting the leaves from the bottom up. And once I reach like the second or third leaf, that's typically where I'll make a cut. And hold on one second. If we zoom in on that second leaf, hopefully you guys can see there's actually some new growth coming out from there. And so that is more than likely where I'm gonna end up making my cut, because that'll give me a little bit of a boost. Alright guys, I'm gonna just go ham right now and prune the heck out of this plant. I'll roll the clips and then I'll go ahead and come back with our finished product. Alright guys, so we are just about done with our panda side, and so that means we are halfway done with the forest. Now let's go ahead and rotate it to the other side and keep on pruning. And here we have it, everyone. Here is what our forest is looking like after getting a haircut. It is clear to see that we are nowhere near our final goal of a ginormous canopy combined from all the trees. However, if you take a look at each individual tree, they aren't looking too bad. The branch structure is filling out pretty nicely, and as long as we keep these plants nice and healthy, they will just continue to do that for us. So of course, now that we are done with our project for today, you guys know that means it is time to get a look at our finished product. So I'll go ahead and roll some clips and then I'll be back for our conclusion. Alright guys, so that will conclude our video for today. I'm raising my right hand in order to block the sun because it's messing up the lighting right now. Hold on. Alright, there we go. And so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if you did or if you didn't. Let me know what you liked or what you disliked. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video, this quick little update and pruning. I think it went relatively well, and hopefully our plants will grow back very nicely, which they should, and they will. And so yeah, thank you all for stopping by. Once again, thank you for all the love and support. We are on the road to 1K subscribers, and we are closing in slowly but surely, which is pretty awesome, and I do appreciate all of you guys for that. So thank you guys for all your love and support. I love you all. Thank you for stopping by, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out. And get a plant if you haven't already. All right, peace.